Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be talking about betrayal. Has any one of you been betrayed? That part of life, is that maybe that's also part of human instincts or humans' natural behavior? Is it evitable or inevitable? Maybe not. Okay, we will find out. Yeah, you see, from my perspective, the feeling of betrayal can be one of the most painful and emotionally jarring experiences one can go through. Even though it's different from death, betrayal could happen when death happens. Maybe you have certain expectations of family member or not. It cuts deeply because it involves a violation of trust. Oftentimes by someone you care for, someone who used to care for you, someone you love, someone you rely on. Whether it's betrayal by a friend, it's betrayal by a family member, a partner, a system, or even an institution, the emotional aftermath can leave you feeling devastated or vulnerable. Betrayal do come with a flood of difficult emotions. These emotions vary depending on your personality type. Shock and disbelief is one of them. You see, the first reaction to betrayal is often, no, I can't believe she did that to me. I can't believe this person did that. It can feel like you have been blindsided, or that someone you thought you knew or you trusted has slapped you in the back. The betrayal doesn't make sense and your mind may struggle to process what has happened. Replaying the event over and over and you're just trying to make sure or make a sense of it. Another feeling is anger or resentment. Like I said, depending on your personality type, you may not be shocked, you may just be angry, you may just resent the person. For some people who go through the entire process, once the shock subsides, the anger takes over. You might feel so furious at the person who betrayed you, perhaps even at yourself for even trusting them in the first place. Like, how come? How didn't I see these signs? I must be very stupid. There may be a sense of injustice. Why did this happen to you? Why did they do this to you? Maybe you even try to talk about it and you're not in the same frame of mind. That even upsets you more. Another emotion is sadness and maybe grief. Now, I have some really strong folks in my corner. They won't even think twice about the fact that they've been betrayed. But that can't be me. Yes, I'm a very emotional person. Betrayal feels like a loss to me. It's like a loss of trust, a loss of security. It's like a loss of a relationship. Because I give myself to things that I'm a part of, it's like losing a part of me. And my mom, the idealized version of a person in my head, especially if the betrayer is tied to someone I relied on, someone I trusted. I remember I used to have a friend who shares things and does not want it heard elsewhere. And honestly, I'm the same kind of person. If I tell you something, I do not expect you to tell someone else. If that other person needs to know, they will hear it from me. Yes. So I believe we both understood what it meant to each of us, that kind of thing. Imagine my shock when she revealed something to someone I would have loved that the person didn't know about. I was hurt and I called her to say, oh, I need to speak about this. She turned down and said, I should move on. The fact that I knew she would not move on from a similar situation if roles were reversed made it even more difficult for me. And that was the last thing she directly got to know from me. Because I had her in my head for such a really long time, like I couldn't get it out of my system. If only she had created an avenue for us to talk about it, I would have been fine. Another emotion is self-doubt and confusion. Betrayal can lead to self-doubt. You may begin to ask yourself, what did I miss? Why didn't I see that coming? What did I do? Was I not good enough? How did I deserve this? All those funny questions. This can lead to you actually questioning your judgment your intuition, or your self-worth. And the fifth one is the feelings of vulnerability. Betrayal would leave you feeling exposed, like you're open, the whole world can see you. You may feel as though you can no longer trust anyone, or that your vulnerability has been taken advantage of, and that might make you retreat to your shell. There's a sense of emotional nakedness that you feel, and you may begin to start to guard your heart more carefully and wary of letting anyone in again, or just building a wall to shield you. So another one is isolation. Betrayal of trust or betrayal can leave you feeling isolated, because it just shows that others don't fully understand your pain. Sometimes the person who betrayed you might try to gaslight you, making you feel like you're the one in the wrong, or you're just overreacting. This can even make it harder for you to heal, or for you to just let things go, as you might struggle with feeling misunderstood or unsupported, like, no, these guys are not understanding me. Does she even understand what I'm saying happened, or what she did, what he did? Yeah. So you feel isolated, you feel like nobody understands you, nobody's seeing your perspective, and sometimes you're just forced to let go at the end of the day. It just might take a while. And the last one is powerlessness. Yes. Because you're not able to change what has happened, you cannot undo the damage that has been done. You know, that's overwhelming feeling of being at the mercy of someone else's actions. It brings the consciousness of how powerless you are. I'm just going to close with this. If you have been betrayed and you feel any of these emotions that I have listed, you are not alone. But most importantly, no matter. I know it hurts, but I would encourage you, if you can talk it out with the person, do so. If the person is not going to listen, or you're just making an attempt to gaslight you, let it go. Delete them from your head. Yeah, delete them from your head. Do whatever it is that can make you feel okay again. It could take months, it could take years. When you eventually feel well again and you want to reconnect, or they are a better person, because people change, people become better persons, people develop themselves, and that happens. Yeah, you may strike a new connection. Doesn't mean you would have forgotten or you would forget what happened, but at least it teaches you on how to progress with the relationship. For me, any relationship where I can't express my mind or say exactly how I'm feeling, I don't want to be in it. That's my new rule. I don't want to be in it. They say, day your day, make I day my day. Thank you again for listening today, and for learning one or two things on how you can handle betrayal or feelings or emotions that comes with being betrayed. We all need a lot of self-awareness, so we know exactly how we can adapt to this emotion. Thank you, and have a beautiful week ahead. Bye.